I got you. Don't worry about it. We've already been looking to identify funds to be able to help, one, make sure there's adequate security for Edward Waters College. We are not going to allow these institutions to be targeted by people.
I'm sorry, weren't you the dickhead that has been targeting colleges and schools and shit because they're bastions and indoctrination centers of woke ideology? Fucking pudding eating motherfucker. So I want to be. Hold on. Dude will explain it.
Keep in mind that just due to the way audio machines work as opposed to our ears, while we can barely hear the boos, they would have been almost deafening if you were actually there.
That's why Grandma's about to come in.
Okay, listen, y'all. Let me tell you, we finna put parties aside.
You want to put parties aside? Hold on, wait, I'll finish.
Cause it ain't about parties today.
Oh, Jesus, give me strength.
A bullet don't know a party.
Yeah, but it was shot by the gun of a right-leaning whack job.
So don't get me started.
This is why Democrats don't win in Florida. They suck. Florida used to be a purple state. Now it's a solidly red state. And I don't know if you've ever been down a rabbit hole and looked at like the history of the Democratic Party in Florida, but I would surmise, especially there recently, they're ineffectual and pathetic. Miss Pittman here, the representative from Jackson City in District Council in 610, is standing next to a man who for the last 3 years has put forth policy after policy demonizing, ostracizing, and demonizing and ostracizing people, and has enabled the worst, has stoked the fears of right-wing lunatics. This is the governor that said Florida is where wokeness goes to die. He sued Disney and tried to. He went after Disney, one of the largest tax revenue generators in their state, because they came out as not neutral when it came to the gay issue during the bill that Ron DeSantis put forward that was made so vague that a gay couple kissing on a date in a public restaurant, if a child is present in that room, they could be arrested it's that fucking bad. And he went after this is the man who in a state that is dependent on tourism for it to function, has ostracized basically everybody that would come to the state to party and vacation. College students might still be going down there, but certainly not as many as there used to be. Gay people are certainly not going down there and anywhere near as much. If you've got a gay kid, or if you've got a kid that's transitioning or whatever, they can just you don't have to be a resident of the state, nothing. That you can just be in the state, and then a third party says, "Oh, that kid has blue hair with that family. Call the fucking state to call CPS, and they'll come and take your kid." And now you, who lives in fucking Idaho or some shit, now have to fucking fight a court case in not your own home to get your kid back. This is a person who has he just a few months ago, I think, banned like African American history or some Black centric course from all like college curriculums in the state. And you're sitting here talking, and you, as a Democrat, standing next to a person who is everything that's antithetical to your belief, a man who has stoked the fears of the types of person that went into this store and shot black people because he didn't like black people, and had swastikas on his body, and had swastikas on the gun he used. And you're going to stand here and say it's not about party and we need to be together, and you're going to do this cross the aisle liberal bullcrap. This is why Democrats don't win in Florida, and this is why, wokeness does go to die in Florida. It's because you have pathetic, ineffectual Democrats that are just trying to do the go along to get along, and then you have Republicans who will do and when I say Republicans, I mean Republicans, the conservative ones and the fascist ones will do whatever they can to win, even if that means making the lives of your constituents meritably worse. And you're gonna fucking get here and chastise a crowd of people booing this man, the governor of the state of Florida, because everybody else there kind of gets. And the reason they're booing is that his fucking policies are the reason why, like, the pathetic man-child, who looks like this, by the way, and, like, I absolutely believe this man was, like, believe this shit. He looks like a pathetic sad man. He doesn't, it's like all of the people who are, like, right-wing, like, Nazis and fascists and, just, like, reactionaries online, like, these are the types of people they look like. Like, just pathetic, sad, mashed potato men who live in their parents' basements. But I just can't believe the audacity of, like, the elected officials of the Democratic Party in Florida, like that this woman would come up here and play defense for people booing the governor whose policies enabled and emboldened and inflamed the fears, tensions, and anger of monsters like this person into going out and committing a literal hate crime. But still, Republicans and conservatives on the national level are still like, oh, it's fishy. Oh, it's weird. It's stochastic terrorism. You have people like anybody from the Daily Wire, Crowder, politicians like Donald Trump, or any of the cephalic morons on stage at the Republican primary, stoking flames and all this shit. And then the moment that someone actually saying gay people bad, brown people bad, women bad, like all that shit, and then the moment that one of their lunatic followers who's just unstable enough to go do it, they're just like, oh, our hearts are, they talk out of both sides of their mouth. They're lying. Like, I will always bully, chastise, castigate, and just generally, treat far-right conservatives and reactionaries as poorly as their ideology would treat me and my loved ones if they got to dictate how the world functioned. But it is times like this that I am happy to direct that anger and ire towards ineffectual, pathetic, liberal go along to get along civility politic bullshit that dumb fucking politicians like Miss Pittman here will be more than happy to say, oh, it's not about party right now, this is treasure. The man, and I say it again, I know I'm repeating myself, the person who she is chastising the crowd like they're children, even though they have a better political compass and mindset in their minds and in their hearts than she does in this moment. If she had any fucking backbone and had any fucking like intelligence of what the fuck to do here in this moment, she would boo him too. They should throw things at Ron DeSantis. Fuck him. Ron DeSantis said earlier in this video, "Oh, we're gonna make sure that your place is like this is not a target. Like this is not a target. Your community's not a target." Like everything he's done in the last 3 years of his governorship has turned these people into targets, and he's painted them as targets and evil. Like, God, pathetic. This is why the Democratic Party is never going to win in Florida again. It's because you have pathetic, stupid people in charge that are trying to play civility politics when with a group of politicians and political activists on the conservative side that are smiling, holding a bat with barbed wire on it behind their back, while these people like talk about civility and kindness and working together and coming across the aisle and all that bullshit. If the Democrats in Florida want to have any fucking shot, they need to stop acting like New York Democrats and start being Wisconsin Democrats. Fuck, man. Sad shit. It's fucking pathetic.